Some quick headlines. A high school football community is mourning the loss of a beloved teammate. 16-year-old Dennis Mitchell collapsed after suffering cardiac arrest during Friday's game. He later passed away at a hospital. The family is now awaiting an autopsy, as the sophomore didn't have any prior health issues. Turning to extreme weather, life-threatening flash floods are putting Hawaii on notice. Parts of the Big Island receiving as much as 45 inches of torrential rain. The devastation trapping families inside their homes. As Tropical Storm Lane begins to drift away from Hawaii, we can expect another 5 to 10 inches of rain throughout the day. And an autistic 13-year-old boy crashes a stolen ambulance. The teen was being evaluated at a Rhode Island firehouse when he pulled out in front of a motorcyclist. The biker's helmet camera caught the moment of impact. A firefighter was thrown from the side of the truck seconds before it crashes. Only minor injuries reported, thank goodness. Socialism still gaining in popularity with some on the left.
That's right. With the promise of getting everything for free, Rachel, a Brooklyn professor tweeting about his new op-ed on socialism, saying the New York Times asked me to write a piece on what socialism means. My answer, the socialist argument against capitalism is not that it makes us poor, it's that it makes us unfree. But as an added irony, the link to the op-ed is stuck behind the New York Times website's paywall, so even the article is not free. Here with the reaction, managing editor of Olympic Media, Katie Fraites. Katie, great to see you this morning. And I wonder, this idea that getting free stuff brings you more freedom seems ironic, to say the least.
It is, absolutely. And I don't know if he's perhaps aware that a few of the core tenets of socialism are removing our freedoms within that system. And, you know, there's a reason why utopias only exist in fiction, and that's because in reality they just don't play out the way perhaps we might want them to. And of course, it doesn't make us more free. Giving us free things, you know, nothing is ever actually free. Someone is always paying, and just because it's not you doesn't mean that it's not hurting other people. And that's really not a hard concept to figure out. Right.
And Corey Rubin is the professor involved. Here's an excerpt from the op-ed called The New Socialists. He says, "We live not in freedom, but in domination. Socialists want to end that domination, to establish freedom from rule by the boss, from the need to smile for the sake of a sale, from the obligation to sell for the sake of survival." But Katie, when you get this free stuff that we're talking about, it seems to me like you're a little more dependent on the man, or in this case, big government.
Well, of course you are. And the great thing is that you won't have to smile for a sale because all of your stuff will be taken away. So you don't actually have to sell anything at all. But the irony of this is so thick that it's hard to know where to start, of course. One of the reasons capitalism is so successful, one of the reasons America itself is so successful and the most powerful nation in the world is because of capitalism. Because capitalism reins in our worser impulses as human beings and funnels them into a productive manner for the rest of the people we live around. Socialism does not do that. Is capitalism perfect? Absolutely not. But it is the most effective system we've found to date to bring everyone from the poor to the middle class to the upper class into a higher standard of living, and that is just a fact.
Absolutely, and as you can imagine, there was a lot of blowback to this op-ed. Free country. Professor Corey Rubin can write what he wants, and people can react how they want. So he went on Twitter to try to explain himself. I'm not sure this explains it. He says, "The New York Times asked me to write a piece on what socialism means. My answer, the socialist argument against capitalism is not that it makes us poor, it's that it makes us unfree." That seems even more bizarre.
Well, of course it is. And on top of this, I almost am happy that it's behind a paywall because it stops a large amount of people from having to read it in the first place. So we'll just keep it at that, of course. But, you know, as he said that capitalism, socialism prevents us from being unfree, that paywall is also unfree.
Oh, well, good points. And especially right now when you have a growing number of Democrats, it seems, admitting that they're for socialism and just putting it on the table in these midterms. We'll see how that plays out. Katie Fraites, appreciate you coming in.
Thanks.
All right, coming up, Senator John McCain. We've been talking about him all morning, his life, his legacy. He was a loyal defender of American freedom after spending 5 years as a prisoner of war. Joey Jones lost both his legs in a bomb blast while serving in Afghanistan. You've seen him here many times. He's here to discuss John McCain's lasting impact on members of the military like himself. That's next.
First, Americans last, and Americans always. Let us argue our differences, but remember, we are not enemies, but comrades in a war against a real enemy. And take courage from the knowledge that our military superiority is matched only by the superiority of our ideals and our unconquerable love for them.